The first half of 2020 was anything but stable. We saw volatility, we saw a national and global pandemic, and we saw financial advisors have to take a strong look at their advisory firms and how to build them going forward. And that's what I want to talk to you about today, are some of the lessons that we can take away as a financial advisory firm and push ourselves forward from the past. During the pandemic, advisory firms were forced to change. It was uncomfortable. It was different. They had to go from working in an office, doing their services in person, to working from home and performing all of their services remotely. What the pandemic led to is that it forced advisors to make changes that maybe they had talked about, but never truly implemented. Let's talk about a few of those. First, let's talk about client portals. The pandemic hit in March. Billing happens at the end of March. It led to financial advisors who tend to do their billing and their statements by paper to move to their portal and digital statements. And the reason that they were delaying doing that was it wasn't perfect, it wasn't normal, it wasn't easy because there was a learning curve. But the pandemic forced financial advisors to push forward and go to a portal and go to digital statements. And what they found was it wasn't that bad. All of their worries were from not wanting to change. The global pandemic led to advisors being forced to change and evolve and adapt the way they do business. Let's take a second way of thinking about this. Video conferencing. Video conferencing was something that has been talked about in many of industries, especially in financial advisors, but we always stay away from it because it's a human business. It's a personal relationship business when it comes to talking about money. That will never change. But we were always worried that video would take away from that human relationship that we had with our clients. So we wanted to meet in person. Meetings tended to be longer. Clients had to drive and sit in our lobby. But the pandemic forced us to use Zoom, GoToMeeting, Teams, all these other video conferencing solutions. And what we found was not only did the clients enjoy it, but it wasn't that bad. It forced us to change and try new things. And both clients and advisors found that video conferencing was something that was efficient, valuable, and the relationship still could be had in the same unique way that we have as financial advisors. Now, going forward, are financial advisors going to do everything via video and everything remotely? No. But what it did is it forced advisors to think outside of the way they're doing their business and realize that some of the things holding them back from change and innovation and pushing their firm forward into a new era weren't that scary. And if the global pandemic can teach us anything as an industry and as a firm, it's continue to keep this mentality of change. Be comfortable with change. Be slightly uncomfortable in the decisions you make. Ensure that you put the client and their needs first. But some of these changes that we were forced to have are going to change and alter the way that we have with regards to space, with regards to hiring, and with regards to servicing our current clients. Keep that mentality. As we move farther and farther away from this first half of 2020, we're going to start to forget that uncomfortableness and that force of change that we had during this period of time. If you want to be a firm that continues to push forward and innovate, don't lose what you're feeling today. And that's how you can continue to push your firm forward and learn from the pandemic to make your firm and services even more valuable to your clients. If you haven't already done so, subscribe to this channel to continue to get alerted of more content just like this, helping you continue to grow. And if you want some written content and other videos and podcasts, head over to mattreiner.com, MattReiner.com.